Shouts out to Coach Evans over at Sip the Tally Films. He's a Ravens YouTuber, and he also taught me a lot of football. So go over there, check him out. Check his content out, and we're gonna play the Ravens this year, Cowboys. So that'll be an interesting little crosstalk whenever we get to it. But anyway, so I was taking a walk the other day, right, and I was just cruising through these YouTube streets in my 6'4". You know what I mean? Just reading the comments, checking for foes and all that. And I just wanted to get a little bit out about Mike McCarthy, right? And I wanted to talk about coaches and brand new scenery and fresh starts and things like that. Because it was this one comment. I don't know where I saw it at, but it kind of just struck a little bit in me. I ain't get pissed off or nothing like that, but I just wanted to talk about it. I think it was from a cat named Jon Snow that be in my chat box or whatever. I don't know what kind of fan he is, but he probably gonna be watching. And he got Jon Snow in his profile pic. And y'all know how I feel about people that got fictional people in their profile pics. But anyway, shouts out to Jon Snow, he be watching. But he was like, he was saying something along the lines of we shouldn't treat Mike McCarthy like he's some god because he wasn't great in Green Bay. Well, I beg to differ. I don't think I don't think you can't fairly say he wasn't great in Green Bay, and I think part of his argument was he only got one Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. Well, I think there's a lot that goes into things like that because most of the time, like it's hard to get one Super Bowl. I don't like the notion of you're able to just get one Super Bowl with this player or with this coach because there's a lot more that goes into it. You can have Pat Mahomes, but they didn't win a Super Bowl until, Frank Clark and Honey Badger, Damian Williams, Hitchens went over there. You know what I'm saying? So they had to add guys to their defense. Not saying that Pat couldn't have done it without him because I just think really highly of Pat or whatever. But it's hard to win a Super Bowl, and it is a team accomplishment. So just to say that Aaron Rodgers only got one Super Bowl. Well, I mean, shit, so did Drew Brees, you know what I mean? Peyton Manning only got one Super Bowl with Tony Dungy, you know what I mean? And then he went to go get one with John Fox. I'll probably talk a little bit more about John Fox later, but, it's more so of a team thing. And, depending on what your surroundings are, hell, you may be the best quarterback in the league at a time, but if your surroundings, right? And I don't think Mike McCarthy was to blame for his surroundings because, Mike McCarthy would coach guys like, hell, he made Aaron Brooks relevant. You know what I'm saying? Brett Favre and guys like that. Then he got into the whole Aaron Rodgers deal. And Aaron Rodgers had to develop into the guy that he is. So to just pretend like Mike McCarthy didn't do anything, I think that's a bit absurd. I think sometimes you have to take a good coach and a good player to put them together. And that's what I think is going to happen with Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. I think really highly of Dak Prescott, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. But that's the thing about it, though. This is the main thing about it. The big picture that I want everybody to get, whether you're anti-Cowboy, anti-Mike McCarthy, this is where my excitement comes from. I don't need Mike McCarthy to be Bill Belichick. I only need Mike McCarthy to be better than Jason Garrett. That's all I need, right? We don't need you to be the best coach in the world. We simply need you to take us to the next level. And with Jason Garrett, if you can go 13-3 or 12-4 and we get to the second round of the playoffs and we beat Russell Wilson in the playoffs, Mike McCarthy, all you got to do is add a little bit, just a little bit, and do these things the right way. We add more talent like we have been doing, then we'll be better than what we were. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just make sure the shit's not a square and we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Put that on the shirt somewhere. Somebody write that down. Somebody put that in the comments somewhere. So if you Mike McCarthy, and I think this is going to be the title of this video, and I've been thinking about this a lot. The one thing that you got to do, and some of y'all heard me talk about this because I do talk about coaching a lot. When you're a new coach, you're going to do one of two things. You're either going to make suggestions or you're going to ask questions. You know what I mean? Mike McCarthy's in a situation where he ain't got to make a lot of suggestions. I don't want Mike McCarthy to make a whole gang of suggestions, right? I want him to ask a lot of questions. A lot of questions. What do I mean by that? Dak, what do you like to do? Zeke, what kind of runs do you like? Tyron Smith, you're a legend in this game. How are you comfortable run blocking? You know what I'm saying? he can be the coach in terms of game management. He can add things to the scripts. He can add things to the playbook and the installment and all that. But I don't need Mike McCarthy trying to change Zach Martin. Like, you don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so watch this. For example, right? We talk about Amari Cooper, okay? And people say what they want to say about Amari Cooper, but that'll be a whole nother soliloquy if y'all try me. If y'all try me, that'll be a whole nother video. But my thing about Amari Cooper, right? Amari Cooper was pretty big on, hey, we can't be predictable with our routes. Right. So if you listen to, what he said in his post game interviews, if you're just aware of the vibes in Cowboy land. Also, if you watch the NFL network thing where they do the little film room and they was talking about running routes or whatever versus Darius Slay, you saw Amari Cooper go, man, I tried to tell them we just can't keep running these vanilla routes against these guys. You know what I'm saying? So, and his big thing was like stop routes. Like, we can't keep running stop routes because they're going to get a whiff of stop routes. Amari Cooper's one of the smartest receivers in the league. He might be, I'll give you that. Cool. He might be the smartest wide receiver in the league. Cool. So if Amari Cooper telling you, hey, man, we just can't be going out here just running stop routes to be running them. How about this, coach? I'm a really good route runner. Gallup's a really good route runner. We're going to get CD on task to what we do. Let's do some double moves like this. Let's bait receivers. Let's give these kind of looks, right? I need Mike McCarthy with his handy dandy notebook, Blues Clues voice, with his handy dandy notebook to just write down what these guys do best and then just add a little seasoning onto it. Add a little seasoning onto it. You ain't got to retool this whole thing because we don't need it. We just need our kickers to make kicks. We need the kicking game to make plays. Special teams as a whole, they was 32nd. You can't get no worse than that. Improve field position, things like that. So that's like assignment football when we're covering punts. Kick the ball out the back of the damn end zone. You know what I mean? Just know what to do. Bill Belichick beat us on one special teams play. One special teams play beat us in the Patriots game. We clean that up and we make field goals. We beat 3 whole teams. We beat 3 extra teams. That's 11-5. You know what I'm saying? The offense was 1, 2, and 3 in all the metrics last year. If you got a red zone idea, Mike McCarthy, to make us more like efficient in the red zone, then cool. Do red zone things. But we don't need you coming in to try to retool it. Right? Just listen. Listen and write down stuff in your notepad. Kellen Moore is the phenom here. Kellen Moore is Bobby Fischer. So when Kellen Moore starts saying stuff, you can OG Kellen Moore. You can little boy Kellen Moore kind of in a way because you Mike McCarthy. I got a Super Bowl ring. You're Kellen Moore. You was throwing passes 2 years ago. But when Kellen Moore speaks, you listen because Kellen Moore called plays more recently than you did. And when Kellen Moore did it, we was the second team offensively, the ranked number 2 offensively when Kellen Moore was in charge. Let him do his thing. Let him fly. If you Mike McCarthy, your job ain't hard. To be fair, Voch Lombardi can coach the Cowboys tomorrow and will win the Super Bowl. And if I was to be the head coach of the Cowboys, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Kellen Moore, that shit you did last year, do that. But how can we make it a little better in this department? And you fix it. We couldn't make field goals last year. How do we fix it? Well, we get a better kicking situation. Cool. Then let Forbath and what's his face, Zerline, work it out or whatever. That's half the problem right there. Everything else is talent evaluation. You know what I mean? And I'm just restarting. And I'm not living off old bodies. What I mean by that, I understand Cheeto and Jordan Lewis are pegged to be the starters. Cheeto, Jordan Lewis, and Brown, AB. But if I'm watching a film and Diggs is having a better camp than Brown, keep it simple. There's no seniority here because there's no more Jason Garrett here. You see what I mean? So I ain't here for all that guy that's been here game. Joe Looney been here. But if Badass doing a little better, if Badass is dropping his butt, planting his feet, and dealing with bull rushes better than Joe Looney, because Joe Looney don't deal with bull rushes very well, then we're gonna start Badass and move on with our life. That's your job as Mike McCarthy. Just evaluate the talent. That's all you got to do. Evaluate the talent and put a little seasoning in there. That's all you got to do. And stop doing that dumbass Chris Richard stuff. Can we just cut that out, please? Please. Can we cut that out? You know what I mean? Let's get our cornerbacks to look back for the football. Let's disguise some looks and let's just play better in the run, man. And part of that is getting talent in there. And I think Dontari Poe will help with that. McCoy will help with that. Randy's coming back. Whatever we get out of Alden would be a plus. Tyrone Crawford's coming back. Hopefully we can make a move to get like Jadeveon Clowney possibly before the season starts or whatever. And if we can make that move, man, then that's half the problem, man. You ain't got to be a magician. You don't. Just keep it simple, player. Keep it simple. That's the one thing that Mike McCarthy got to do to be successful here in Dallas. But anyway, besides that, though, I just wanted to put this out. I'll be releasing content over the next few days or whatever. Like, by the time y'all watch this, I'm on break for the holidays or whatever. I'm in Mississippi. So I'm not going to be doing very much in real life. But you will get a handful of videos coming up. So I don't know what order the video is going to be coming out. I don't know, but be looking out for them. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Shouts out to my Patreon people. And on one of these videos, I'm gonna be giving away, or I will be announcing the winner of the merch or whatever. So, matter of fact, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now with my Susu Studio. So how about this? This is what we're gonna do. On my screen, I have a list of patrons. And I have a random letter picker generator up here. And I'm going to let them choose a letter randomly. And whatever that random letter is, the first patron that I scroll down and see with that letter, they're going to win the merch for the month. So let's see what happens here. We just need one letter, player. Let's generate it. And the letter that we have is F. All right? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? No? We pick your ass up. Y'all see that? The letter is F right there. So the first patron where their name, the first patron I see and their name starts with the letter F, they are going to get the Vittles. All right, cool. We found somebody. His last name started with an F, so we just kind of going to run it like that. Josh Fritz, you win the merch for the month. I'm going to hit you in the email portion or whatever, and I'm going to put your names all on the screen and all that. You win the merch. Oh, that's Real Cachet. All right, cool. Josh Fritz, Real Cachet. I know your ass is listening. All right, then, cool. You get the merch for the month. Salute to you, Real Cachet. I got a lot of ways to get in touch with your ass. You be on the Discord, follow the Discord. You be on the Twitter, follow the Twitter. You be on you be on everything. So I'm about to hit you up and get your information so I can send you some merch, all right? Peace for the rest of y'all.